everyone, and welcome to our August monthly mortgage and market update for August 2023. Nicole, it is so good to see you. We are in the dog days of summer, but those kids, they are going back to school. I can't believe that summer just flew by and the kids are going back to school, and a lot of college kids are going back to school. And I know one thing that you do with your kids when they went to college was that you actually purchased them a house or helped them purchase a house for themselves to get them started on their real estate investment journey. And that is something that is just top of mind for me today when I want to speak with you because of these colleges going back to school. Some of them are not living in the dorms. They're actually renting, and with rent prices being so sky high, maybe that's an option for parents out there. If they do have the funds available to, possibly purchase a house off campus, obviously in maybe a lower price range, but that's also an option instead of renting, correct?
It's a fantastic option. It's a harder option today, right? I mean, interest rates are higher, prices are higher. I get that. And it takes some strategic planning because you can't just do it day one if your kid has never been on anything. Ideally, you want your kid to have a credit score. You want them to have had a credit card so that they can build up that credit history. And then have them as the primary homeowner, and you're the non-occupant co-borrower helping them with your income, your credit, your assets. But it's the kid's opportunity to start building wealth, and then having roommates and house hacking, paying him or her. So it is a fantastic opportunity, but you have to be open in this market to creative solutions. As an example, one of my kids went to School of Mines, and try finding a place that you could purchase and rent out and cash flow in Golden. It's not it didn't happen 3 years ago. It's certainly not gonna happen today. So we went outside of Golden and went down 6 towards Lakewood and found him a great little postmodern home that was fabulous. It was a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. We turned it into a 4-bedroom, 2 bath, and it allowed him to live for free. So really being strategic, having those conversations that open up ideas so that if maybe not this fall, maybe next fall or the fall after, you can start paying yourself rent instead of somebody else.
Well, absolutely. And think about it for the kids who the parents who have kids that are not necessarily going off to college right now, but maybe they're in their teens, preteens even. Start thinking about these things now that maybe you want to start either saving up, having those conversations with your partner, husband or wife about, hey, maybe we should look into this, 5-10 years down the road when Sally and Bobby are going off to college. This could be a great option for us to also invest in the market, build that investment portfolio for our children and for ourselves, and then also save money on rent. And like you said, house hacking. I know when I bought my first house was in my early 30s, and I definitely bought something on the more of the bedroom side so I could do just that. So I could house hack and therefore have renters either pay my full mortgage or help me pay my mortgage as well. So pivoting back to today's market though, it's a tough market out there. I know we're getting it every day. We're getting these phone calls, we're getting these emails, we're getting these texts every day. What can you tell us as part of the good news on your end as far as mortgages and lending and interest rates?
So we did as many FHA loans, buyers, first-time home buyers, capitalizing on the opportunity of using FHA financing. We did as many FHA loans last month as we did in the last 3 years. So we have this massive swell of first-time home buyers using FHA, VA, and down payment assistance. And I love first-time home buyers. I don't love that they have to buy in a higher interest rate market, but it's a market that they can finally get in and negotiate. They can negotiate for the seller to do a 2-1 buy down where their interest rate gets buy down temporarily, or pay for all closing costs, or drop the purchase price and pay for closing costs, or pay for the mortgage insurance up front. I mean, it kind of goes on and on and on. The opportunities are available to negotiate in a market such as this. So buyers have to look at this as a bit of a gift. It's a gift with thorns. I get that. I'm not going to dispute the fact that nobody loves a 7.5 interest rate, but we know that when interest rates do go down, and eventually they will, when interest rates do go down, there will be a lot more buyers coming back into the market, pushing up home prices, and then starting multiple bids again. So those buyers who have been priced out or feared out finally have an opportunity. They were waiting for the market to bust, or waiting for the bubble to burst, or waiting for the demand to cease. They got it. Like, actually, now is the time, but people don't want to see it because the interest rates are higher. But this is the opportunity, and then refinance when the rates do come down. And if it takes longer for the rates to come down, make sure that you're budgeting a number that fits. Don't push yourself beyond what you're comfortable. And if it's not going to be your perfect forever home, make sure that you're buying that perfect forever investment. It might just be the first of a portfolio.
Exactly. Maybe something that we just talked about, something that you can house hack, that maybe you can. I know we all don't want to live with roommates, but at the same time, in this day and age, it just makes a lot more financial sense to maybe have a roommate or two to help you buffer that income if you do, unfortunately, let's say, lose your job or something like that. So, and then the good news for the sellers on my end that I'm working with, it's tough as well, because like we talked about, it's, they're locked into these COVID interest rates at 2, 3, maybe even the high threes interest rates, and they don't want to sell. But there are sellers out there, and there are sellers out there that have to sell, whether it's marriages, deaths, divorce, etc. So with that said, pricing is all key here. You might have a house that maybe is worth $1 million, but my strategy to my sellers is maybe go in a little bit under $1 million, maybe start a little bit lower than what the market is bearing, because that's going to gain some more interest. First of all, in the buyer pool, because the lower the price, the more interest and buyers you're going to have for your house. And that will maybe even drum up the price. Maybe, like you said, possibly get into a multiple price situation weekend on the first weekend it's on the market to maybe get to that $1 million price point. So a lot of creative strategies there and a lot to talk about. So Nicole, I know you are super busy. I will let you go, but I'm hoping next month that when we talk again, maybe we'll say interest rates came down. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. You know what they say, hope for the best, expect the worst, but it is what it is. I mean, we all are just reacting to this market. So Nicole, thank you so much. Any last words from you?
My last words are, we can find the dark really easily. It's the opportunities that we have to search out. And as a buyer, there are opportunities right now to get in and negotiate. And as a seller, there are opportunities, even if you don't have to sell and you've been desperately wanting to, but you felt like you were trapped inside this lower interest rate. It's an interesting market where there is still a lot of interest, especially with the first-time home buyers, in those lower price points, that if you're a seller in a lower price point and moving up to a higher price point where you have more negotiating opportunity and ability, it might be a perfect time to move up. Right now is not the time to close off and think that the world is having struggles. Right now is the time to open up to conversation, to strategies and opportunities.
And
we're finding them.
Yes, with both of us. So give us a call when you guys are ready to buy, sell. We got the mortgage lender of your dreams right here, the real estate agent of your dreams. We will make everything happen. We'll think creatively and strategically to get you to buy your home if you're looking to buy, and to sell your home if you're looking to sell. So again, I will have all that information right below for Nicole's contact and my contact information, and we look forward to helping you crush your real estate goals. Nicole, thank you so much, and we'll see you again next month.
Bye.